Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab. I'm in the book. I got some nice information. I got to show you a few things in the book, doing signs and symbols. But right thinkers, we're going to talk about esoteric knowledge, aka hidden knowledge, truth, self-knowledge, all that stuff. Let's go. I'm going to get you some good knowledge right here today. Let's rock. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken you. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye, be true. Right thinkers. This level of education or knowledge I'm giving you, I'm figured out a few things. Is esoteric knowledge is really self-knowledge, and self-knowledge is considered to be the best knowledge. I've been telling you that for years, so I'm trying to reiterate the concept. And the reason why I don't get a lot of views because the information is on a higher level that a lot of people ain't reached there yet, so I understand that. So I'm good. I teach what I teach. Esoteric knowledge is what I teach. Let's talk about it. I'm going to show you a picture right quick. Now this book right here, Signs and Symbols. Learned a lot of stuff from this. And this is an ancient sign. This is what he got in there. Okay. Do you know who that is? He do. And from there, I'm going to go here. You know who that is? I'm doing a lesson right now with him. That's Amsu. Okay. He's the god Amsu. Okay. That's Haru and Set. What they're showing you here, an indication that the devil is in you, okay? You and the devil is in the same body. That's what they're showing you. The phrase in Bible, devil get behind me. Yeah, you want your ego behind you. But they said in this phrase, he's using it in a different term. He's saying the dual God, Haru and Set, or the black God and the white God. Which was the black and which was the white? Esoteric teaching breaks that down for you, give you a better understanding, and that's his perspective. I like that guy. He got a whole bunch of good stuff in there. All right, let's go. True knowledge, again, is that they call esoteric knowledge, or what we know to be self-knowledge. Knowing how your brain works is self-knowledge. Right thinking is using that self-knowledge to your benefit so that you can think, do, and be what? Better for yourself and receive the benefits that will come from doing those things in life. That's why our ancients practiced it for thousands of years, okay? And knowing thyself means just that. You've acquired the hidden meanings, the teachings, so that you can understand the true meaning and get the truth of the concepts that are being taught to you. Hence, spiritual or truth, self-knowledge. Knowing thyself takes years of learning and a little longer to even master what we call that spiritual knowledge or knowledge of self. It don't just happen overnight. It's a progression. It's a cultivation of teachings, learning, practicing to reach the level. As a Mason, I do the same thing, taught the same thing. The chakras, same concept. School, education system, it's all the same thing. But a lot of y'all get what they call esoteric knowledge. That's the basis, the outer information. I teach esoteric, the hidden meaning, from Masonic knowledge, street knowledge, scholarly knowledge, occult knowledge. All that stuff teaches what? Hidden meanings of things. When you see something, you see a compass in a square. You see a pyramid. I see understanding, knowledge, and a hidden message. That's the difference. And I have street knowledge, scholarly knowledge, Masonic occult knowledge, and religious knowledge. So I got a little bit of everything going, understanding how to use it. Having it don't mean jack. How do you use it to my benefit? I can talk to a Christian on a Christian level. I can talk to a street brother on a street level. I can talk to a scholar on a scholarly level. Can you do all those things? That's having self-knowledge, okay? I'm basic across the board. I can handle myself accordingly. I talk to doctors. I talk to street people. Don't make a difference to me. I can ride that wave of dealing with people on any level. That's the difference. Self-mastery gives you the ability to do that, That's why knowledge of self is the best knowledge you can have. I have acquired, as you see or hear, quite a bit of different philosophies and knowledge that I acquired over my last 30 years. So yeah, I know a few things, but mainly I know me. Concepts, philosophies, theologies, you can learn them all, but you can only practice one. You can't serve but one master, okay? So because you believe that, or I like that, or I like that, you can't do them all. Moving on. Having understanding, that's self. Understanding the signs and the symbols on what's going around you and what's going on in the world, it gives you that self-knowledge that you need to recognize things that you need to know about for yourself. My comedic knowledge, that's the last I've been doing for the last 30 years. All the other knowledge I got before that. And comedic trumps all that nonsense. Put all that to shame. Really, for real. I'm saying, man, if I've been doing this a long time ago, I know where we be right now, but I'm happy doing it now. But my comedic knowledge is the one that set me free. And that's what I'm most proud of. Why? Because that's the one that got me to know myself. All the other knowledge got me to know that. This taught me about me. I love that. I'm engulfed in that. Why? That's in a better place to be. My yacht philosophy. We are in what we know now to be the information age. Now, 30 years ago, we was in the mysterious age, Pisces. Everything was on the low. 40 years ago, when I went into search for this knowledge, I had to know somebody, have a secret, not have a handshake, know who, to get knowledge, just to get some damn books. So I know my knowledge ain't in mainstream. Never was, never will be. I understand it. Why? I'm finding out true knowledge is not for the masses. They don't want y'all to be smart. That makes no sense to me as a teacher. You say follow society. Society going to hell in the handbasket. Why would you follow that? You know it's going. You know how it's going to end. Why would you follow that? And they tell you society, 85% of y'all are ignorant. That means they think less of y'all. So they figure y'all can go for anything. They can tell you, do anything to you. Sheep. You've been led, okay, by what? Ignorance. When we become conscious of ourselves, they can't do that to you. I can't be tricked, bamboozled, or played. Why? I have self-knowledge. I put my time and work in, from the streets to the college to back to the streets. Okay? I did mine. So I ain't the one. What they don't like is I'm going to teach other people what I know so they can do it too. They don't like that. And since nobody jumping up and down about right thinking, ain't no big deal. So I'm comfortable with that. Why? They won't mess with me. Moving on. I had to call in the market. I just did enough just to keep, myself there. Not to make no fuss. Why? Squeaky wheel gets the attention. I don't want to squeak. I'm quiet. Like the Indians before the white man came in, they were stealth. That white man gave them Junie juice, that alcohol. Woo! They ain't snuck up on nobody's sense. Sorry about that. But again, just information. All right. Our ancients knew. Oh, wait, excuse me, no. Yeah, we in the information age now. We just came out of the mysterious age. But I was acquiring all that knowledge. So now I'm in the information age. Ding, 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 ding. I'm giving all this stuff away. Why? I'm having a wholesale on what? Self-knowledge. I'm here every day just giving it away. Tune in anytime you want, whenever you feel. I ain't going nowhere. Why? I'll be here for a while. Moving on. That's why. And it's just information. And about whatever you need to know. Again, life lessons. I'm trying to inform you about things you need to know about your life. That's it. I call them rightisms, life lessons. All right. Our ancients knew a lot more back then than we know today about what? Ourselves. That's crazy. We think we smart, we modern, we dumb as a bag of rocks. But we think we so smart because it's modern time. But you're thinking, oh, I have knowledge that I know can change lives. Starting with me. The man in the mirror. I started with me. It changed mine. So now I'm feel comfortable. I'm free to do what? Give it to somebody else. Why? I know it worked for me. What it do for you, you can try to find out. But I know what it did for me. It changed my life. And it changed my life, what? For the better. Change ain't always good. But for the better, it's always good. Okay? Start with yourself. If you're going to make any changes, anything, anybody, start with you. That's what I did. I see esoteric symbolism everywhere and in all things because the people who know this do it to the people who don't. And they just front it in your face like, y'all just suckers. And that really pisses me off. Because you have a little more knowledge than the average person, that don't give you the right to abuse and manipulate them. That's mental slavery. And as a teacher, I want you to think for yourself. You don't listen. All that following me, falling at my feet, thinking I'm somebody. Don't waste your time with that, please, because I'm no different than you. Understand that? I know enough to know that. Okay. So praising me, no, don't need that. I get my blessings from the man upstairs. Yours don't do nothing but gaslight me and make me feel either good when it's good and bad when it's bad. I don't play that game no more. Okay? My emotions at this point is pretty much untouchable. So I don't get caught up in that. So you ain't got to worry about making me feel good. No. Just take the lesson and move on. And again, I see symbolism in everything I see from Masonic order, the 5 steps of architecture. Man, it's so much stuff that we just don't pay attention to. And nobody seems to really give a damn. So I'll move on. Knowing how your mind and body works will come from your esoteric knowledge. Knowing thyself. That's how the Egyptians knew this thing right here. I had a concept that I figured the last frontier is the brain. I figured modern technology, man, hell no. Y'all want to go AI. I'm not with that. I want to use what I got here. I like to download my information, read it personally, go through the information, digest it, comprehend it, and then I can manifest it and teach it. I'm not trying to have no damn AI. I want real stuff. Okay, I'm old school. I like to still write everything handwritten. I go through books, 50 pages, like it ain't nothing. Why? I'm a writer. I got a bunch of them. I got that still piled up. I'm not going through none of that. Well, go get the best shows. I'm not doing that either. Whatever I did, I did. These are lessons. I'm just putting lessons out. I'm not held to none of them. Hell-bent about none of them. Okay? Understand that. I'm a teacher. I'm teaching. And I'm having fun doing just that. Our ancients had this thing right here mapped out. And they used signs and symbols for generations. And we still missing the damn boat. Sorry. When you see this pyramids, when you see the eye of Haru, those are all symbolical signs of somebody being conscious, somebody who knows themselves, okay? That's what it's all about. We went for emeralds because it looked good, Nah, my Kemetic knowledge gave me the information that we are just now finding out today. I didn't go to no neurology school. I'm not a damn scientist, no neurologist, but I know how the brain works. I know the 12 hemispheres. I know the Amdamagada, all that. Yeah, fancy. I know about that. Why? I studied. I learned it from the Egyptians, not from modern man. The 12 disciples. That's the 12 cranial nerves in the damn brain. The monkey mind. Okay, that's you at an early age. What? Mimic. No, first you got the serpent. That's the ego. Serpent. You learn how to maneuver. Then you get the monkey mind. You start mimicking what you see. Then you get conscious, you get what they call the bird brain. Anubis, thought is the bird head, the ibis bird head, the falcon is the rise calling card. Birds, wings, okay, all conceptual, all signs and symbols that if you know how to read them, you will fully understand them. I love it. All right. I'm trying to get you to understand it. Look and see what's there, and you get the message. My Kemetic knowledge gave me that information. And I learned over the years how to what? Think right. Over 30 years ago, now I'm still what? Learning on a day-to-day basis. Why? You learn from the cradle to the grave. You ain't never going to know enough. So I continue to learn. And as I learn, I teach what I learn. Why learn it and don't teach it or use it? That's my thing. That's why I'm here every day doing what I do for you. Life, again, lessons are meant to be experienced for every individual for themselves. Teaching and instructing is to help them have their situation better for them to deal with it. They're going to have to, but give them a little heads up, so to speak, okay? Life lessons will end when what? When this physical life ends. When it's over. You can't learn no more. You can't do no more. That's it. Party's over. Now comes what? Judgment. For the life that you live, you're going to be judged at the end of it. You didn't know that? Come on, man. See, that's what I'm saying. If you don't have that kind, you're in the wrong place. Wow, I'm way past all that. I've been there. But self-knowledge is what you need to have at Judgment Day. That light heart, that selfless service, that person who did the right thing when all the time. Not pick and choose when they want to, when they felt like it, if it's convenient for them. Nope. All the time. That's devotion, that's dedication, that's true worship for your higher self. And when you have a life well lived, at the end of it, the Christian said, God tell you, good job, my good and faithful servant. I'm a faithful servant to the Lord. So I want that when I get there. That's y'all concept, that ain't mine. I want to make sure that my heart passes a feather in my eye. So I got to keep my stuff together. That's all. And master what? My philosophy that I set forth, which is my philosophy. I call it right thinking because all examples I use are from my life. And when you live, God serves you with what? Blessings for living a certain way. If somebody you see always on top of, always seem to be doing good, they living right. And you don't see a whole bunch of people around them. You don't see them do a whole bunch. No, they're just living right. So when you walk in that walk, my man said it's going to get arduous. That means hard. No, hard as hell. Why? Some people don't make it. Why? When you get arduous, people just give up. That's why. It's part of the program. When you see these guys, these special forces, the stuff that they do, you got to be crazy. No, but you got to be built for that. Okay? I'm not built for that at this point in my life, but I understand it is a hell of a thing to do. Make your body a weapon. I love the whole concept. Been there, done that. But with esoteric knowledge, you will see the truth in all things. You'll be able to see what is, not who. No, you'll be able to see it for what it really is. That's called the third eye vision. Seeing things, seeing the truth. Unveiling ourselves. Okay? The ignorance. Okay? Now you're no longer ignorant to things that you used to not recognize. Open your eyes. They call it waking up. Esoteric knowledge is not grammar school knowledge. It won't get you to what? Grammar school knowledge only gets you what? To middle school. You learn middle school knowledge, then that gets you to what? High school. Some people think that's enough knowledge for them at a high school level. You got 12 years of education. That ain't nearly enough to do a damn thing with but act the fool. Okay? And most people with high school degree knowledge, that's what they are. Foolish. Why? They don't know nothing else. They cut the knowledge off. I'd had enough. Higher learning. Advanced knowledge, that's what I teach, esoteric knowledge. So I know this ain't for everybody, okay? So all you grammar school, high school people, this ain't for you. And my man K. Dot, this ain't for you. Bip, bop, boop, bop, bam. The stuff I'm talking about, you wouldn't understand why. Your mental capacity can't comprehend it. That's why. You can't comprehend on the strokes. I can boogie, baby. Moving on. And when you're dealing with religious teachings, the religion teaches you exoteric, the basics. That's why a bunch of y'all jump right on it because it's simple, easy, and you just ride the wave. But you really ain't doing nothing, ain't going nowhere. You spinning your wheels, all right? I know people who've been in religion 40 years. Ain't learned a damn thing. But you can't tell them that. And I don't try. That ain't my job. All right? But I've been in search of knowledge for the last over 30 years, and I've surpassed all you religious concept people. Why? Y'all getting esoteric. Y'all getting the outer information. I know the inner, the secret, the truth, so that I can manifest it and prove myself. I know the truth. And when you have knowledge, a.k.a. the Christian religious knowledge, that's called baby food. Ain't no meat and potatoes in there. Like my man said, it won't make a turn. It give you running water. That's what babies, they bowel movement is what water is, because ain't no meat and potatoes in there. As you get older, you start getting some substance. That's what esoteric knowledge is, substance for yourself. Now you're getting meat and potatoes. Now you dropping dirty, so to speak. But you digesting something that's giving you substance. Knowledge of self gives you that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And from a religious standpoint, it don't really fill you up. It get you started. Okay, I said baby food. Okay, how long you gonna eat baby food? I got meat and potatoes. Let me know when you're ready. I have one master right thinker. In my 6 years, my 10 years of teaching, I have one student who I decree master other than myself. Okay, my dude. And he spent his time 5 years daily watching the videos, studying and practicing the lessons, and he reached the level of Nihas. I've never been so proud. Why? Of what I think, what I feel about what I'm doing. And somebody else can prove that out. That makes me proud. I got a few little right thinkers who dipping and dabbing. Yeah, but a true master is one who put the work in, and he did that. He's the only one to this day that had. Okay, well, I got one. Who's going to be number 2? Moving on. All right, where we at? I know, again, from experience now, I know my right thinking philosophy is not just work for me. No. My man practiced it. He asked questions. He was on it, and he put it to use. So I know it works for somebody other than why. To all my right thinkers, this knowledge is meant to be lived, aka experienced and then mastered. Why? It take you to the rest of your life. You got something that's going to take you to the rest of your life. Not something that you hold up for a few years and say, well, I had that. I got to renew it. No. Self-mastery renews itself when daily. You got to prove yourself every day. That's why. And when you master life, it's a hell of a ride. A lot smoother, a lot more enjoyable, a lot more pleasurable. I ain't stressing. I ain't paranoid. I ain't worried about a whole bunch of stuff. See the difference? Simplify. Okay, I like the Marines got that concept. All of my knowledge, okay, is mine from experience. I've gained it, I studied, I earned it, it's mine. We call it esoteric. I know it's hidden knowledge. Why? Because the general public don't want the truth. For some reason, y'all like to be lied to. Y'all love politicians. Y'all love preachers. They liars. Professional liars. Don't care. I'm telling you what I know about what you do. I'm gonna damn what you tell me. Listen, if they taking your money and they giving you a bill of goods, they lying. True knowledge is free. That's why my man Burkina Faso, he's giving you 2 things. He's going to let you live and going to educate you and take care of your health for free. That's what people do for their people. Understand? I'm giving you knowledge and aka truth that what? All should know themselves. If you need to know anything, it's yourself. The Egyptians thrived on that. They made it a focal point. And they were obsessed with death. No, they knew that death was the process of life, and we're going to go through it. We had a concept of afterlife, after death. There's something else. So, calm down. Let me wrap it up and take it on home. Again, I give you information that you should use, and you can use it for the rest of your days. That's real truth. Knowledge that you can manifest. Okay. All my knowledge is just that. Everything I teach is esoterically driven. It's hidden information that the general public don't care about. Why? Because of their ignorance, and they have low IQ, and the powers that be want to keep it that way. So people like me, they don't like. Okay? If y'all start to pop up a bunch of right thinking, you're my man, I'm trying to help my people become better. That's a problem. Yeah, for the power that be. Why? They don't want that for us. That's my point. Moving on. Right thinking philosophy is all self-knowledge that you can live, practice, and master for oneself. When with daily practice, you would get better, just like I did. You work your way up to mastery for self. Knowing who you are is the best gift of life. Why? It takes you to the afterlife. Ain't nothing materially going to do that for you. Now, top that. When you have true knowledge, meaning spiritual truth, knowledge of self, you use it and you will be the beneficiary. Why? Because you will prosper thereby. Doing the right thing on a daily basis will get you what? Prosperity and a better situation in life. Why? Because somebody's looking out for you and they paying you for doing just that by giving you things that's going to help you. Not all the other stuff, but stuff that you need. True blessings is things that you actually need. Wrapping it up. If what you're teaching is good, what'll happen? It will catch on. Well, I've been here for a minute now, and okay, I'm still here. But trust me, right thing philosophy is growing daily. So I'm good with that. It's when there's no growth, you got to worry. Little growth, but growth. Okay, it ain't got to be fast, dog. I'm good with that. I'm getting better and understanding that process also. Wrap it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. Now let's keep going. All right. I want more right thinkers. My goal is to get 1 million. But I'm proud and I'm pleased with the ones that I already have and been. Thank you, my friends. I call all my right thinkers my friends. Anybody else? Don't call you at all. I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. Right thinkers, may you all let it be 100. Me 100 minus that day. So I never know that my right thinkers who start to learn self-knowledge and get the meaning from the esoteric teachers I'm giving them on a day-to-day basis have passed away. I'll be right back.